It's late at night, and you're alone in your bathroom, staring into the mirror. Your reflection looks tired, older than you feel. There's a tightness in your chest, a faint ache you've ignored for weeks. You tell yourself it's nothing, stress, maybe, or just age. But a whisper cuts through the silence, sharp and cold. What if it's too late? You've skipped the doctor's visits, the blood tests, the screenings, because real men don't fuss, right? You've been taught to push through, to tough it out. But what if that's the trap? What if ignoring your health, those checkups, those numbers, isn't strength, but a slow surrender? The world doesn't want you to know the truth about preventive healthcare, how it could save your life before the warning signs scream. Tonight, I'm pulling you into the secret they've buried. Stay with me. This is about to wake you up. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and drop a comment below. Your story matters, and together, we're breaking the silence. You've done it, haven't you? Put off that doctor's appointment because you feel fine. You skip the blood pressure check, the cholesterol test, the colonoscopy, because who has time for that? Or maybe it's deeper. Maybe it's fear. Fear of what they might find. Fear of looking weak. That's the first secret they don't want you to know. Men over 50 are dying because they wait too long. Statistics don't lie. Men are 50% less likely than women to get regular checkups, and by the time they see a doctor, 1 in 3 have advanced conditions that could have been caught early. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes, these aren't just diseases, they're predators, stalking you silently. A 2022 study showed that men who skip screenings are twice as likely to die from preventable causes. Your body is a machine, and every year without a tune-up risks a breakdown. Blood pressure? Over 120/80, and your heart's working overtime. Cholesterol. High LDL clogs arteries, setting the stage for a heart attack. Prostate cancer. A simple PSA test can catch it years before symptoms. But the system doesn't make this easy. Doctors' visits are rushed, insurance is a maze, and society tells you to man up and ignore the signs. That's by design. Big pharma, hospitals, they profit when you're sick, not when you're strong. You can fight back. Start small. Get a $30 blood pressure monitor and check it weekly. Schedule 1 screening this month. PSA, cholesterol, or blood sugar. A 2020 study found that men who got annual checkups caught 70% of cancers early, when they're treatable. This isn't about weakness, it's about power. You're not dodging the doctor, you're dodging a death sentence. The world wants you to stay quiet, to keep ignoring. But you're waking up now, aren't you? You see the game they're playing. Let's go deeper. Why do you avoid those checkups? It's not just time or money, it's culture. From the time you were a boy, you were taught that strength means silence, that admitting you need help is failure. That's the second secret they hide. Avoiding healthcare isn't toughness, it's sabotage. Men who skip screenings face a 40% higher risk of late-stage cancer, per a 2021 study. Heart disease, the top killer of men over 50, is often symptomless until it's a heart attack. A simple blood pressure check, or EKG, can spot trouble years early, but only 1 in 4 men get them regularly. The system profits from this. A heart attack costs $100,000 to treat. A $50 blood test doesn't. And fear. It's a weapon they wield. Fear of a diagnosis keeps you away, but ignorance isn't armor, it's a blindfold. Here's how you fight back. Knowledge. Learn your numbers. Blood pressure, cholesterol, A1C for diabetes risk. Normal blood pressure is under 120/80. Cholesterol LDL should be below 100. Know your family history. Heart disease or cancer in your parents doubles your risk. Write it down, track it, own it. And talk to your doctor like you're hiring them, because you are. Ask, what tests do I need at my age? What's my risk? A 2019 study showed that men who actively engaged with their doctors had 30% better health outcomes. But the world doesn't want you asking questions. It wants you passive, scared, too proud to act. Movies glorify the stoic hero, workplaces reward the guy who never flinches, and ads sell you quick fixes, pills, not prevention. You're not falling for it anymore. You're starting to see the truth, right? This isn't just about your body, it's about a system that thrives when you stay silent. Now, let's talk about what prevention really looks like. It's not just tests, it's lifestyle, and they don't want you to know how much power you have. The third secret is that 80% of chronic diseases, heart disease, diabetes, many cancers, are preventable with changes you control. Diet is your first weapon. Processed foods, sugar, and trans fats inflame your body, raising blood pressure and cholesterol. A 2023 study linked high sugar intake to a 35% higher risk of heart disease. Swap it for plants, spinach, berries, nuts. Walnuts, rich in omega-3s, lower bad cholesterol by 10%, per a 2020 study. Movement is next. Sitting all day, your desk, your couch, stagnates blood flow, spiking heart attack risk. 30 minutes of walking, 5 days a week, cuts cardiovascular risk by 20%. And wait. Every 10 pounds you lose drops blood pressure by 5 points. Sleep is non-negotiable. Less than 6 hours a night raises heart disease risk by 25%, studies show. 7 to 8 hours repairs your body, keeps your numbers in check. But the world fights you on this. Fast food is cheap, gyms are pricey, and stress is glorified. They don't tell you that 10 minutes of stretching or a home-cooked meal can outsmart their system. Join a walking group, cook one new vegetable this week, set a bedtime. These aren't just habits, they're rebellion. A 2021 study showed that men who combined screenings with lifestyle changes lived 7 years longer on average. You're not just preventing disease, you're stealing back years they don't want you to have. Share in the comments one change you're making today. Your action could spark someone else's courage. Let's pull back another layer. The fourth secret is about barriers, the ones they've built to keep you from acting. Time, cost, access, hospitals and insurance companies make healthcare a labyrinth. Only 40% of men over 50 have a primary care doctor they see regularly, per a 2022 survey. Rural areas. Forget it, clinics are miles away. And cost. A single test can run hundreds without insurance. But here's the truth they hide. Prevention is cheaper than treatment. A $50 cholesterol test can prevent a $100,000 heart bypass. Free or low-cost clinics exist. Community health centers, mobile screening vans. The CDC's website lists them by zip code. Telehealth is another weapon. Virtual visits cut costs and time, and 80% of preventive care can be done remotely, per a 2020 study. And your community. It's a lifeline. Churches, veteran groups, even barbershops offer health fairs with free screenings. But the system doesn't advertise this. They want you overwhelmed, too busy, too proud to seek help. And shame. That's their strongest weapon. Society tells you asking for help makes you less of a man. That's the lie. Asking for a checkup is strength. It's you taking the wheel. Start small. Find one clinic near you. Ask a friend to go with you. Accountability doubles your odds of following through, studies show. You're not navigating this alone. You're building a fortress, and every step forward is a brick in its walls. This is the final truth, the one they've buried deepest. Ignoring your health isn't strength, it's surrender. Every checkup you skip, every symptom you shrug off, is a victory for a system that profits when you're sick. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes, they're not fate. A 2024 study showed that men who got regular screenings and lived healthier cut their risk of chronic disease by 60%. You're not just a statistic, you're a warrior, and the battle is now. Your body is a map, and every test, every choice, is a step toward owning it. Get your blood pressure checked this week. Swap 1 soda for water. Walk 10 minutes today. These aren't small, they're seismic. They're you saying, I'm here, and I'm not fading. Share this video with a friend who needs to hear it. Comment below with one step you're taking, because when you move, you give others permission to move. This isn't just about checkups, it's about reclaiming the life you were meant to live. You're not alone. I'm with you, and so are millions of others breaking free from the lie. Let's fight this. Let's win.